Hi, I'm Patrick from Cawood. Today we have a 2023 Ford Maverick up on our rack. Let me talk about the procedures we start with. Essentially on the underbody, what we do is we remove the underbody shields along with the spare tire, the front shield, and both side shields, and there's also plastic shields on this. Once we remove the shields, we coat from front to back. We get in all the crevices, all the cavities, and all the channels on the floor. So from then we go to our suspension. We get inside our suspension, our cradle, our cross members, and our braces. So this truck is our second application. We did this truck 18 months ago. It is a 23 Maverick, and if you look under the underbody, the only rust on this vehicle is the exhaust. So now that we got all the underbody shields and liners down, just looking at the floor, you can still see all of our products on there. And it's actually surprising, after 18 months, it is still there. It looks like nothing has ever touched it. So not only do we just spray the floor pans, we actually get into all the holes in the floor, your suspension, we get into all the cavities. Because if we just sprayed the outside of the floor, nothing through here would ever get protected. It would never get coated. So it would start to rust. So what we do is we actually spray inside all these holes here, and we put a nice heavy coating in there. And then once we're done with the floor, we go up here to the frame in the front suspension, and we inject in all those and fully illuminate just the part itself, just to protect it from the inside and the out. So then when we're done with the cradle, we come over here and we do the same exact holes that were on the right side, but now on the left side. And then from here, we go back and we just work our way back. Once we get all those done and we get the floor coated, what we'll do is we'll start to put the vehicle back together. And what's nice about Corrosion-Free is we don't drill holes. We use the existing holes that were in here from the manufacturer. So when you get your vehicle back, it's gonna look like it came like that from the factory. So then once we're done with the front half of the vehicle, now we work our way to the back half. So it's pretty similar process. What we do is we come back here, we'll go in all these holes in the rear cradle. From the cradle, we'll put this rear A-arm from the bottom and inside. Then once we're done there, we'll work our way back here to the rear floor pan of the vehicle. We'll get inside the cross members, the frame. You know, they got all these holes through here, and we'll get in there and coat it from the inside and out. So something very unique about us with the procedure I had just shown you, what we do is not only do we get everything down, but we spray the areas that are hard to get, where most dealers, they just spray what they can get and they send you on your way. We take pride in our vehicles and we take pride in our customers. So our job here is to make this vehicle 110% for our customers. So now that we got all the clips and bolts out of this wheel liner, I'm going to take this wheel liner out and I'm going to show you what it looks like behind there. Now that I got the wheel liner out of the way, you guys can actually see what is actually behind the wheel liner. And as we discussed in the bottom, I mean, you come through here, you can see all of our product, which is still in here. So from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the outer wheelhouse along with the back side of the quarter panel here. Not only to protect it, but to protect it from rusting and keep it lasting a lifetime for you. So once we get in here, we're gonna inject inside these rails here, go all the way back through all these, each and every one of these holes, and we're gonna coat it from the inside out, just like the body. So once we're done there, then we're gonna go over here to the rear suspension cross members and the braces and the trailing arms and the upper control arms. Again, we're gonna coat those from the inside out. Once we're done with the rear wheel wells, we get everything put back together to factory spec. What we do is we now inject inside the door. So we'll open the door, we'll come over here. On these Ford Mavericks, they actually have 2 square holes in the bottom of the door that are designed for drains that we can actually fit our wand into. So again, we do not have to drill holes in this customer's factory door. It already has holes pre-existing. So these are the areas that we're gonna spray. So on this door, you actually have a hole right here, along with another hole right here. So once we inject all in this lower door, then what we do is we do the seams. So we'll come across the bottom, we'll come across the edge of the door, the hinges and the latch, just to protect it, A, from rusting and the latch from sticking. So now that we got the truck back together, our next step is to do under the hood. On this particular truck, there's no liner up front. So what we do is we go in here, we do the back sides of the fender, we do your inner apron, your apron structure, the strut towers, your brake lines, the brake booster, actually the frame rails too. Anything metal that we see, we get. So after we're done under the hood, we do the hood itself. So not only do we do the edges of the hood, we actually inject inside the hood and we get all the seams around the hood to protect it from rusting. So we save the best for last, and that's going to be our final step. So right now we're going to actually take out the tail lights. You have this tail light pocket here. So you have the outside and you also have an inner tail light pocket. We're going to coat the outside along with the inside. Once we get that complete, we're actually going to go through these quarter holes here and do the whole length of the quarter. Same on both sides. Once we're done with that, we're actually going to go through the tailgate. Through this little hole here, I have a 1. We're going to do the whole length of the tailgate. So not only are we going to get the inner tailgate, it's also going to be the outer. We're going to come across these seams right here on both sides. Thank you for watching our step-by-step process of our corrosion-free rust-proofing service. If you guys would like to have your vehicle done, give us a call at 810-987-3030. Have a wonderful day.